Hi. Hello, everyone from all different points on the planet. Here in Tulum, Shay in Australia, and Sovereign in Bali. Couldn't get more exotic than that. We're just doing a check-in on this New Earth metric. There's been a lot going on. There's a lot of intensity happening on the planet right now. And we really feel it's important to reach out to everyone and actually kind of anchor in and make this connection. We're about to go into one of our community conversations through Brave New Life and On Earth Heroes TV platform, thanks to Shay and his community. And we'll put that link in there. But Sovereign, you've been working behind the scenes. We've had some issues. Our website's been down. So we want to let people know that they can go to reclaimyourlives.com right now and get back on the mailing list. I think we missed over 3,000 people that were trying to join. We've had a lot of events. So if you're trying to get on our mailing list, and a lot of people are saying they're not getting the reminders for Brave New Life for the conversations. So I would say go to Brave New Life. Is that up, Sovereign? We're going to have to put the link for the sign-in because that one we're having issues with too, I think.
Well, here's reclaimyourlives.com if anybody isn't on there. Yes, that was interesting. We're facing a whole range of strange glitches in the matrix. Yeah, it's quite fascinating to have to stay on top of that alongside of all the censorship that we are experiencing. You know, strikes here, strikes there, you know, banned, locked out here. And then we move, and then, you know, Amazon shuts down Parler. It's all very cute what's happening at the moment in the helter-skelter dynamics that are playing out. But yeah, we're getting through it all.
I'm going to post the Brave New Life link if people want to get in our community conversations. And if for some reason you're not getting it, try again. I know that many of you have reached out. And let's see, if people want to get in the conversation with us in 10 minutes.
It's streaming live on Earth Heroes, correct, Shay?
That's it. Yep.
That's it.
Beautiful.
So,
go there and
you want to put the link in there, Shay?
But they won't be able. They'll just be able to watch. They won't be able to participate in the conversation.
No, because I don't have time to do everything at the same time, which is
you don't?
a lot of things that I actually don't. Yay. Yeah. But for anybody that after watching that wants to join the mailing list for Brave New Life, the link is here.
I put it up. So Shay, I know you have some Mother Nature things going on over your way, and we're glad you're tuning in. What's happening on your side of the world?
Yeah, thanks, Imani. Thanks, Sovereign. It's been really interesting because up until a couple of weeks ago in Far North Queensland, we were living in this beautiful little bubble of syntropy in the tropical dense rainforest, and weren't too affected by what's going on a global level. And then suddenly we were forced into another lockdown period, and then we've just been brewing off the coast here a beautiful big cyclone, and it's been about 9 or 10 years since we've had a really big kind of cyclone like this. And for those who don't know what a cyclone is, it is similar to a hurricane in the United States. So you can remember back to Hurricane Katrina, but what is actually happening, it is kind of just brewing over the hot water off the east coast of Australia. And cyclones are a really exciting time for me anyway. I remember as a kid, you know, it used to really bring up a lot of things, and we would actually get together as a family and a community, and we would you know, have candlelit dinners and things like that. But what I notice on an environmental and nature level, and talking about relating through Syntropics, is that it provides a really nice opportunity for a big cleanse. And generally cyclones come through and they cause a huge disruption where, you know, there's high wind velocity, there's lots of rain dumping, there's extremes of climate that are way beyond our control as humans. And so really just knowing to surrender to the process of nature and allowing it to do its work of cleansing, because what happens is the riverways fill up, the valleys become full, the waterfalls are raging, and we get this big cleanse of water that comes through the region and takes out anything that is, you know, on its way out, or it's dying, or it's getting old, or it's frail and fragile. And it really becomes this beautiful big cleansing process. And it's very calm at the moment. It's very, very calm, and it's like almost replicatable to what's coming, this huge storm, relating it to what we're experiencing in the world, particularly with the inauguration coming up on the 20th and 21st. And it's like, it feels like it's building, and the nature of cyclones is that they're forming on warm water. So it's like this low pressure system that is accumulating and building up and building up. It's fermenting, and it's sitting there, and it's ready just to almost explode. So it's kind of like, take a deep breath, guys. We're all in this together. And it's a little bit scary sometimes, but at the same time, you know, there's so much that we can't actually control, and just trusting and surrendering and really having faith that we're going to come out the other side and we're going to be okay.
I love that description, Shay. It definitely is such a good metaphor for what's going on and the pressure that everyone's feeling right now. And that brings us back to this whole thing around syntropy and syntropic relating and syntropic human ecology sovereign. You know, some people are just starting to tune into the conversations and see the relevance of what we've been talking about for months. I think we only have a few minutes here, but just give people a taste of this feeling-based relating, the importance and relevance of these conversations, specifically what's going on and how it can help people through this time of transition.
Yeah, returning to our human nature and really to our humanness and our own individuated humanity in social ecology, and comprehending the naturalness of relating with each other in a space where, we show up, we are real, we speak around what feels relevant, and we really only speak when and if it feels relevant to share. It's a beautiful space in which we train ourselves how to receive, how to really listen again, deep listening. So one of the things that happens on these Sunday, Monday conversations, depending on where you are on the earth, we have about 100, sometimes 200 people on, and it's just so beautiful I've already comprehended the intrinsic value that you can't really put too much words to, because it's not an intellectual thing. That's why it's called intrinsic. And yet when we hear other people share from their own experience what they're navigating, what's coming up for them in their lives, without that space of solutions and fixing and, you know, needing to offer anything, just receiving. In that process of receiving whatever they are navigating and exploring, we can relate to from our own feeling-based nature. And that's what the study of syntropy and syntropic agroforestry is, for me, been all about, is applying the patterns of nature, of life, and the strategies and the principles of syntropic agroforestry, how it expresses itself in life, onto human ecology, onto this ecology. And in that, everything in life performs a function with purpose. Every plant, every blade of grass, everything has a trajectory. Everything is part of a symphony. And that applies itself to our own human biology as well, where our feelings and the thoughts that occur for us all perform a function with purpose. And in exploring the syntropic ways of relating with each other and with ourselves, we find ourselves relating a lot from that space of our own feelings, because that's really actually what's relevant. Comparing ideas with each other, or that's a little bit old paradigm. And so I've known that for a while. It's just great to be exploring this in group context every week, multiple times. And anybody that feels interested to explore that is welcome to tune in with that.
Yeah, and I think it actually is. I mean, so many people have said to us, it's like the oxygen or the kind of nourishment that they need right now. It's been a grounding force for so many of us, and it's serving a purpose for us too. I mean, this is our brave new lives that we're all embracing. So this is something that Sovereign and Shay and I are committed to, and there's so many of you that have been tuning in. But if you haven't and you're wanting to tune in, I think Shay actually put the link in the comments, so you can join in with us in 5 minutes. We'll be starting We do it twice a week. So this Sunday, Monday, depending on where you are, like Sovereign said, and also on Thursdays, which is 10 a.m. Eastern and 11 p.m. Bali time. And they've been really powerful. I mean, and transformative for all of us. We spend an hour and a half to sometimes 2 hours in community together. And what we're doing is imprinting this new earth metric. Because I think when we get through this intensity of these times that are ahead, ultimately, we're going to have to be imprinting and implementing these solutions. And that's really a lot of what we're talking about, is how, not just building the communities, but how are we relating before we actually start living together and finding this land and all of this. So it's such important work. And I think everybody that's coming in is feeling the same. So definitely inspirational and uplifting is what we're getting. Would love for you to join us. And if I did put the link for the Brave New Life, our website's down, but you can go to this page and get the to register, and that will get you in touch with us and what we're doing. Shay, anything you want to say about Earth Heroes TV? We are in conversation. There's an upcoming event called the Greater Reset. So I've been speaking to some people, speaking to that. Maybe we'll be live streaming some things. You'll be live streaming some of the adventures I'm having here in Mexico. But let people know a little bit about Earth Heroes TV before we pop off.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Imani. So Earth Heroes TV is a subscription-based platform, and it's a container for giving you guys access to the previous community conversations as well. So part of our simple values is self-care, people care, and earth care. So in that, we look at all of the practices to enable us, re-enable us with the tools and the opportunity, the platform to be able to connect to community, to connect to ourselves, and also how we can connect back to the land and to the earth. So if you're interested in seeing some of the previous community conversations, they are a private section. So I'll drop the link in for how you guys can join the Earth Heroes TV platform. There's a huge variety of free content on there as well that you guys can watch. Essentially, our vision for this platform is to create an uncensored space for people to really share their truth around what's going on in the world. And it's a really nice little community that's building there. We've got some amazing live events coming up very soon. And yeah, it's just great to share that with you also. I'll
drop that in there. Maybe one more time, we'll drop the link, because I know there's people that will probably want to hop in. So we'll just close out. We really just wanted to say a quick hello and keep the conversation going and keep in touch. This week, we're going to really make an effort to keep popping in, to give people a connection and, a sense of, I would say, hope in these times ahead. So you'll probably be seeing more of us this week, unless we somehow get deleted from, but that wouldn't be on.
And that's the beautiful thing about working with you, Shay, is that for the major events that we've been doing for New Earth Project, and to stream that directly to a place where it doesn't get deleted and we don't get strikes on our account, and we currently can't upload anywhere on YouTube, despite our two backup channels, because we've received strikes all over the place, because we're speaking out on truth and we're bringing together those seminal voices that are the voices that of reason, that need to be heard and that are obviously being suppressed. And so very grateful for us navigating, because otherwise, as a media director here, I'd be utterly stuck.
Divine orchestration. Yes, we're so grateful, Shay, for you and the team. So we're going to hop in our other room because people are already waiting to get in. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Grab the links, and we'll see you on the other side. Have a beautiful day or night. Bye, everyone.
Ciao.